It was awesome. It was really cool.
It was a little bit different. You had to use your mind a little bit. You had to think, and it was a lot of teamwork.
You're talking, you're laughing, you can see everybody, you're moving around together, you're communicating and working together to solve problems together and have a good time. I'm Steve. I'm the General Manager of Electric Gamebox at Grandscape in the Colony. This is the first electric Gamebox in the United States, opened just over a year ago. Electric Gamebox is an immersive gaming experience where we use projection mapping, touch wall screens, motion tracking, and surround sound to create gaming fun for up to 6 people for 15, 30, or 60-minute sessions.
I walked in the place, the aesthetic was super cool, all the lights, it felt like you're in a game. And just to see the kids' faces light up would obviously make me light up.
They walk in the doors, we explain what the experience is. We book a session. After we talk with them a few minutes, ask them some questions, based on the age group that's in the group, to make a good decision about what's the best overall games choice that we can give to them. They fill out waivers for safety, and then we take them into the game. One of our game masters brings them in the game box. We explain how each of the games work. We show them how the tracking is done with the visors that they wear, how the touchscreen walls work, and then they watch an instructional video that's built into each game about how that game works. Are we ready to play?
Yes! You're trying to process the information. It feels a little overwhelming. You're trying to figure out the movements.
Then you get into it really quick.
Getting into it really well.
It was really good. Thumbs up.
At the end of the game, they take a short GIF video that will be transported out to the leaderboard in the lobby, so they see that before they go. It is also sent to them by email, so they have a keepsake of their experience. It's really a wide, diverse customer range from 7 or 8 years old up to people in their 80s. And also corporate business where they do team building sessions here with us.
This is a great idea. I want to set this up in my house so that we can work out and do it together and run and cheer each other on. It was really good, team activity.
Yeah, is amazing.
We had a lot of date night customers, especially after 7 o'clock on weekends and also weekdays.
We want to do something a little bit different versus, bowling or laser tag. So we found this, and I'd say it's like a real life VR. And it's competitive, it's fun, and
very interactive.
Interactive and a lot of teamwork. So you'd be surprised. There's a lot more exercising things. Started to build up a sweat.
I was building up a sweat.
You definitely have to use your mind, and also have to just be able to pick up the patterns and go with the flow. It's a different experience than your usual activity.
The visor has antennae, tracking balls on the top of it. That's how the game tracks the individual player movement throughout the room. And without that visor, the game doesn't know which player is moving, so it cannot track their movement and place that movement on the walls. Same thing with touching the walls. On most of the games, we had sidewall and front wall touch sensitivity, where the entire wall becomes like a touchscreen. You touch it and it tracks your movement. You're being asked to interact with what's on the walls, like you're playing a card shuffle game. You're touching walls and you're matching cards and shapes and things like that. So every little touch on the wall is tracked precisely. Before and after each session, we come in the room, we sanitize the walls because those are being touched by the guests. We also sanitize each of the visors that the guests wear. So that's before and after each session, and then before they bring in the next group.
These are the type of things that I would love for programs in Jersey to have, and this is what I always try to incorporate when I train players, is this interactivity where they can actually get involved and immersed in the environment. This gives you that immersion.
That team building too. It will teach them to be okay, well, what are we doing in a place where everybody has to play and everybody needs a fair turn, but everybody also wants to still do it themselves. So I thought it was a good team building activity.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The basis of the company was built on that interactivity with the people you're with. And whether that's families, team building, or date night, this isn't something where you put on that visor and you're on your own anymore. This is everybody playing together in shared fun, and that's what it's all about at Electric Gamebox.
It was a really great experience. Electric Gamebox is a lot of fun, really high class, really great staff, a lot of fun, games are awesome.
I think they had a blast. I really wish, if not have one at home, have one.
Just seeing that learning curve,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's amazing just to see them try to pick it up on their own and kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
That was great to watch.
We cooperated, we like helped each other, we cheered each other on. It was like so fun.
We need one in Jersey for sure.
You gotta try it. If they're gonna come down, they try it. Either that or we're gonna try to look for franchise opportunities.
Right?
The way we actually learned about Electric Gamebox was walking by. We saw it and then went online, made a reservation, and here we are. Grandscape's really awesome. We got Electric Gamebox here, Andretti karting next door, and just a lot of really cool different things. There's great shopping, great food, great entertainment. I mean, I can't think of a really better place in DFW where it's, you know, family friendly, fun, and just an all around great experience.
You will love the interactive gaming experience where you're immersing in the game. Lots of creative gaming that we have with the people you're with, interacting with those that you've brought with you. And overall, you know, that's the best thing I can say about it is you're playing together, and it's something unique, something different. You haven't seen this before.
It was like an epic blast.
It'll be a very interesting, good time. You'll want to come back.